As the administration uncovers waste, fraud, and abuse of taxpayer dollars, a key focus has been Medicaid, with GOP lawmakers introducing legislation that prohibits health care funding and benefits to illegal aliens. They argue it served as a magnet for crossing the border illegally without seeking asylum. Joining us this morning to discuss the latest headlines on the Hill is Washington insider Armstrong Williams. Good to see you, sir, as always.
Morning.
How much funding has gone to cover medical expenses specifically for illegal aliens?
$27 billion. 3 meals a day, unlimited health care, unlimited visits. I mean, when you think about how Americans are struggling with health care and how quickly these physicians want to get them out of that hospital, no matter what the procedure is, it's almost, it takes your breath away that they're spending this kind of money on people just coming to this country. What, you want to get in the country too? If you could get free health care, imagine you realize you've got some kind of health challenge and you can't get it in your country. You almost die to get here just to take advantage of this loophole.
We've also talked about the fact that it also has delayed medical procedures for Americans because there's no room, there's no time on the schedule because of other issues that have persisted within the healthcare industry. Now, one of those big expenses, by the way, is to Planned Parenthood, which they state on their website their doors are open to everyone, including illegal aliens, and that they will not report anyone's status. However, Planned Parenthood affiliates in nearly a dozen states have already received notices of civil rights violations targeting Black communities and encouraging illegal aliens to receive care. And yet Planned Parenthood is also receiving taxpayer dollars. So how is that legal?
You know, Jan, it feels criminal. It feels exploitive. It feels like something happened ages ago. If you want to, I mean, it just reeks with all the wrong things that goes along with family values. They're just exploiting these women and making them believe that they're going to give them a quick fix in the depression that they deal with. And the fact that says, we don't care about your status. We're not going to ask, so it's a wink, wink. Come, all we want to do is take your money. That's what it's about, taking their money. They don't care about them. The aftermath of this procedure, they don't. It's inhuman.
Armstrong, I want to ask you about this new book coming out. It's called Fight by Jonathan Allen and Amy Parnes, and talks about really the wildest battle for the White House. As we know, the book reveals that Obama advocated against the nomination of Kamala Harris as the Democratic presidential candidate because, according to the book, Obama did not think she could win. Does the book mention why Democrats did not listen to Obama?
Well, listen, President Obama, who had known the vice president for some time, just knew that she did not have it. She did not have the substance. She did not have the grasp of the issues, but he lost to Black women. That's what you need to figure out here. Black women wanted the first Black woman as president of the United States. Kamala Harris, no matter whether she was inarticulate or not, whether she was presidential or not, they felt Trump was so bad and so pathetic that even somebody who's incompetent and had no grasp of the issues could defeat him. So Black women wanted a victory. They squeezed Joe Biden. And before Obama could talk to Jim Clyburn or talk to Joe Biden and say, this is a mistake, because he and Nancy Pelosi were on the same page, Jim Clyburn endorsed Nancy Pelosi, the Congressional Black Caucus endorsed Nancy Pelosi, Black women endorsed her. And so therefore, Obama and Michelle had to concede and said, we're on board.
Does the book mention who Obama believes should have been the nominee? Speaking of which, what names are you hearing on the Democratic side for 2028?
Well, of course, there's Webb Smore, the governor of Maryland, there's Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, there's Gretchen Whitmer. Listen, the issue for Obama was not who the nominee was. It was that they needed the delegates to select the best candidate to go through that process, because they needed to be battle ready. His issue was they needed an open convention and let the delegates decide that candidate instead of using the power play to just make Kamala the VP without ever being challenged. And guess what? He was right. They miscalculated.
Washington insider Armstrong Williams. Great to see you as always. Hope you have a great week. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.